Hey everybody, I'm back today because I'm going to film a plan with me with my DEK Designs sticker set that I got from the subscription box. And I know I haven't posted a video here in a few days, but I actually got corona. So I'm feeling a little bit better today, and I'm trying to take advantage and film this for you guys. But I'm kind of shaky from the meds and things, and yeah, you know, having a little bit of trouble with, you know, feeling well and everything. But I thought since I'm feeling a little bit okay today that I'd go ahead and film this for you so that you guys have something to watch, because I don't know how I'll do in the next few days. Plus I have an exam, and it's just going to be really busy for me with the healing and trying to do school and everything. So normally I'd be ahead and I would have already gone ahead and drawn in my columns, but as you can see, I'm shaky. I'm so sorry if it's annoying, but I'm trying my best. I'm going to use this particular one. It's the 942 Tombow, because this kit has a lot of this kind of, you know, neutrally beachy color. And I think this would be a nice floating box effect with the color scheme that came with this kit. And if you guys saw the unboxing, you know that this came with a ton of stickers, so many box options, and technically I guess I could use this for like 2 weeks or so. Maybe more, really, if I was really astute with it. But just a quick glance here of the things that I received. So, and basically, I went to the Fiesta. I know you guys remember hearing me talk about that event in San Antonio. And it was jam-packed down there. I mean, seriously, so packed with people everywhere, especially at the breakfast area. I mean, you just could not move. There were people literally everywhere, breathing down your throat, down your neck. Just, it was crazy. There was a point where one of my friends said that she witnessed people, if someone got up to throw away a napkin and you came back to your seat, your things had been tossed aside and people had taken your spot. And I was just like, wow, that's really aggressive. I don't know. I told my husband, I'm like, let's just grab the stuff and go upstairs. But, you know, all that being said, being there's so many people there, and I'm sure not everything was sanitized as we would go, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know. And one of the girls in the group at the event, she didn't feel well, and I think she even went home and she may have gone to a what do you call it? The hospital or the emergency room or something. Hold on, I don't think this is the ruler that I've been using, and I'm sorry, because I know that I have been trying to get everything ahead so that I don't keep rolling away when I'm filming, because I know you guys have been so sweet and haven't said anything, but I'm sure it's highly annoying. But I grabbed the wrong ruler. See, this one's much bigger, and this one's Fox and Pit, but it's really small. So I tend to use this one. I don't even remember where I got this one from, to be honest, sadly. But anyway, yeah, so she went to the emergency, or I think she went to the ER because she didn't feel well. And anyways, after the event, she did message the group and tell us that she was positive. And I freaked out a little bit because, like, dang it, I hope I didn't catch that, because, you know, ever since Corona happened, I've been super careful. I've stayed home. I haven't gone anywhere. I've worn my mask if I have gone anywhere, you know, taken all the precautions, minus vaccines, by the way. I never got vaccines. I hate needles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I hate needles, you guys. And I mean, it's just literally a huge fear for me. I have panic attacks when I'm getting shots or blood drawn. Forget blood drawn. That's the worst for me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, just making sure I got these right. And to be honest, I know a lot of people have mixed feelings about that, but everyone that I know, and even my husband knows, that have taken, like, they've gotten the vaccine, they still get sick. So why do I want to inject, you know, dead virus carcasses into my bloodstream only to continue, like, to get sick anyways, and it hurts. So I'm like, no, no thank you. And I don't know how many of you guys know Teresa Collins. She is like, I mean, a celebrity in the planning world. I didn't know about her until I went to the event, but she was one of our speakers. Super sweet and super, like, she has really pumped me up. I mean, I'm seriously was so grateful to have met her. I have pictures with her and stuff. I will do a flip through of July for y'all. I just want to get this done while I have good lighting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. But I will do like a quick flip through recap of July. I'll film it separately. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You guys probably remember how I do these, but just in case, because I know you hear me counting. So I like the vertical layout, and in the Stalogy, I decided to draw them in for the full year, but when I go to my half year, I'm going to have the pull out. But, so I count over 2 rows, or 2 columns, 2 boxes, and I draw my first line. Then I count 8 boxes over towards the right, draw my next line, and I leave 3 boxes or 3 columns in the middle before I draw my third line, and then I count out 8 boxes again, draw my 4th line, and then I should have 2 columns on the end. That's how it's centered, and that way I have my week on 4 pages, because that's how I like to do it. I like to have a sidebar, and then I have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and I like the weekend to be together. That's why I do it this way. So anyway, I met her. She was really sweet. She pumped me up. She was just a joy. Seriously, I was like, wow, okay, I never met her. I didn't know who she was, but she's really sweet. The whole point of me telling you all this, though, you guys, is I caught corona, along with apparently 10 other people, including husbands that came along. And poor Teresa Collins caught it too. And she actually made a TikTok about it. And guess what? She was really like flabbergasted, because she's had all the vaccines and all the boosters, and was like, dude, you have to be careful no matter what, because I have all these and I still got sick. And she looked so bad. Like, she looked like she really was suffering from that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. She really looked like she was suffering with hers. And I'll be honest, mine started, we got back Sunday, and I was talking to a good friend of mine who I adore. I mean, she's just literally been my rock, and I was so grateful to have met her. And I was just talking to her and telling her all these things. I was so excited to speak to her. I hadn't talked to her in a few days and had so much to tell her. But by the end of the night, my voice was totally scratchy. And like, it was like Monday night, I think, when I spoke to her. And yeah, my voice was itchy, crackly, like it was scratchy. And I was like, well, I must be tired. I told her, like, I've been talking a lot and my voice is just, it's just tired from talking, and that's why it's cracking. So when I finally bid her adieu, I went to bed, and my husband and I both woke up around 3 a.m. with fevers and horrible, horrible headaches, just achy. It was bad, like stiff neck and all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I told my husband, I said, dang it, do we have coronavirus? Do we have it? And he's like, I don't think so, but I don't know. We could have just, caught a cold. And I'm like, but really, what are the chances of both of us catching a cold with all of a sudden, sore throat, headache, and fever symptoms and all the things, And so we took showers to kind of kill the fever, and it worked. The lukewarm water did remove the fever, but the headache was unreal. So I ended up taking Tylenol. I don't know if he took ibuprofen, but the Tylenol did definitely help. And then we went to sleep finally. But we were up for a while. We didn't fall asleep till about 5, I think, because we were up around, 3 a.m. or so. I don't know. And I was telling my friend, because she lives in Australia, so she's 13 hours ahead of me. And I think she was just barely going to bed, you know? And I was like, dude, I'm dying. And she was like, oh my gosh. And so she called it. She pretty much was like, oh, is this the first time you've had corona? And I was kind of like, oh. And she's like, I'm sorry, I don't know if you really have it. I'm just assuming, you know. But she was not wrong, because that morning after I stopped talking to her and I fell asleep, that morning when we got up, my husband felt horrible. So he ran to the store, and I don't know how he made it there. He was totally sick. Like, he was not well, you guys. He was so not well. But he went and he got us some tests, and guess what? They were negative. So we were like, well, okay. Okay, so first of all, I know I'm talking, but we need to. So these are my choices on full boxes. I have quite a variety here of choices. And to be honest, I really like that this has the dates of what's coming, right? Like June, August, September. So I'm gonna use the rest of this, I think, for our next, maybe like the last week of August, because September is here, you know, and it's telling you like September's coming. So I think that'd be a cute way to like close out August towards September, even though September won't be in this particular Stalogy. So I'm gonna use these on the weekend banner. I mean, yeah, on the weekend, not weekend banner. And I need to figure out which of the, ooh, let's do the turtle. You guys have heard me gushing about this turtle, right? Like, I've been a complete weird. No, let's do this, right? No, let's do the turtle. Let's do the turtle. Okay, let's do the turtle. Anyways, so it said it was negative, basically, the test. We took it and it said negative, and so we were like, huh? But I told my husband, I'm like, but isn't it too soon? I mean, aren't you supposed to wait a couple of days? I don't know. I'm not the corona expert, but I just assumed maybe that was the problem, that we needed to wait a little bit, you know, so that it could like show up or something, register, I don't know. And so he was like, I don't know, but we'll see how we feel, etc. So we did. We waited till the next day. Wait, am I confusing the story? Give me a second. Let me think, because it's been a blur of crazy pain and just like weirdness. We had the sore throat, woke up at 3 a.m. He went to the store, grabbed a test. We did it. It was negative. I told him we didn't wait long enough. The following morning, he felt like he was going to die. And he went to Walmart and he was calling me like freaking out because he's like, I'm going to throw up. I'm so nauseous. Oh my God. And I was like, really? What? You're nauseous? What the heck? And okay, and let me see, because I'm going to put washi down here. Put it right here. So he was like, I'm going to throw up. I don't feel well, blah, blah, blah. You know, I was like, well, be careful. You know, take your time. I have such a hard time with this particular. All right. So, you know, he was like, I'm really going to be sick, you know. And I was like, well, you need to be careful because you're driving and stuff and all the things. And our insurance covered like 4 boxes of the tests. So he got all 4 of them. And he brought them home, and I didn't waste one. I decided just like, you go ahead and take one. I told him, you take it, and like, you know, if you have it, then it's pretty highly likely that I do too. Right? Because I mean, doesn't that make total sense, you guys? That if he has it, I have it. I mean, we live together, so sleep in the same bed and all. I think I'm going to save this, actually. I pulled it, but I'm going to save it for the next one. I typically like to put words to kind of set the mood, so I'm going to save it. I don't know why I didn't think. But I think I like this, so I'm going to use this one. Anyway, and so with those that he brought, and he took his, and he was like, here. And I'm like, no, I'm gonna wait. I don't want to waste the box because, like I just told you guys, I was like, if you have it, I know I have it, and we'll just save them to keep checking later if we need to. So he, you know, so his said yes right away. Like, it was like, yep, I've never been pregnant, you guys, but I've seen other friends that whenever they are pregnant and they pee on the little pee strips, it instantly changes, right? Like, you're just like, oh shit, you don't even have to wait. Like, it literally just changes. So yep, that's kind of what happened with him. It kind of like, not laughed in his face, I don't want to say, but kind of. It was like, yes, you thought you didn't have this, you do. You are totally a corona carrier. So as soon as he saw that, he instantly felt even worse. I don't know, like, he was like, oh god, I'm dying. And I was like, man, here we go with the dramatics. You know, men, like, whenever they get sick, it's kind of ridiculous, right? Like, they get really like, oh, help me. And I'm just like, it's not that serious. I mean, it is, especially for me because I'm actually considered high risk, but you know, it's, let me stop acting brave, because I was like, oh my god, you know, people die from this, or they have died from this, and you know, whatever. However, I will say that, you know, there is medications that they provided and that they've come up with that they feel are effective in helping with getting over the corona and stuff. So, you know, and my husband was like, oh, I'm not going to the doctor, I don't feel well, blah blah. And you know, I was talking to people, and I know that the virus does multiply quickly, so if you don't do anything, it's kind of on you, you know. Like, if, I mean, if you don't get well, it's your own fault, kind of, because there's something to help now that there wasn't there. It's like, in honor of those people that passed, you know, try to survive by doing the right thing. Go get checked, you know, go get meds. So I told him, I was like, listen, I'm going to get meds. I don't, you know, I don't want to die like this. Like, I have had asthma in the past. I know I'm high risk for that. And I'm also, you know, pretty fluffy. I'm not like my fittest. So I need to try to care. Jesus died for me. Like, you know, I need to try to live. So he acted brave, like, whatever, well, okay, you know, but, you know, he ended up texting me, even though he didn't have to, because I made an appointment for him. But he was like, make me one too. And I'm like, duh, of course I'm gonna make you one, you crazy person. So I just did a virtual, though, because he didn't, you know, he couldn't drive, and I didn't think I could drive either. I wasn't sure, but I felt horrible. So, you know what? I want to do the headers. And I think I kind of want to use this pretty, like, neutrally color to bring it in. But let's do the sidebar so I can see how much of what color is where. I think I'm going to do blue for the sidebar. Right? Should I do that? Yes, let's do that. I don't want to overthink it too much, because then you start, like, forgetting what you want to do. So made him an appointment as well, and we got medication, and they gave me everything under the sun because I'm, you know, quote unquote high risk. And there is one specific medication that everyone's like, oh my god, make sure you get this, which I didn't ask for it. I assumed the doctor would know what the heck to give me, and he, you know, gave me what he thought. But it tastes literally like feet, you know, or like someone's, yeah, just something disgusting. What it really tastes like. Have you ever have you ever purchased a bottle of aspirin, and it's like from the dollar store or something, and it has that like powder film, and you put it in your mouth and you're like, ugh, that taste, but never ending. Like, it just manifests in your mouth, and you're like, what the heck? I don't know. Like, I have no idea why. What the heck is... okay, let's see. Today's the 5th. Oh yeah, look. This is from Happy Daya, or Happy Daya. And I forget what his name is, but he's one of her little characters, and he looks like the Rona. Doesn't he look like the Rona? And he's like my head, which is how I felt. So I thought he was appropriate for the day I found out I had corona. Okay, so the first was Monday, and that's what we want to know. Put my numbers down. So yeah, basically, grab this. I made the appointment and they gave me everything under the sun, including an inhaler, which is, I didn't pick that one up. I told them to hold on to it because, oh man, there's a little, there, fuzz ball that I put under there on accident. So because I am a little more on the heavier side and I've had anxiety since the corona thing happened, I have to be kind of careful with, well, I try to be very careful with my heart because it has been working extra hard lately. And whenever my anxiety happened, I started going to the doctor for every doctor, every specialist to check everything about myself because I was like, I think I'm dying and I need to know what I have. So I went to every specialist. I went to an ear, nose, and throat doctor. I went to a lung doctor. I went to a bone doctor, cardiologist. And the cardiologist is actually the one that was like, your heart is doubled in size. And I was like, so does that mean I love people? She did not find it amusing. She was like, no, you are stressing your heart out. So they gave me meds to like chill that out. So I don't like taking the inhaler because it does increase your heart rate, and I feel bad for my heart already. So I'm like, let's just not with the heart, with the inhaler and say we did until I actually need it, basically. So yeah, that's where I was going with that. So they gave me a lot of other pills though. They gave me a steroid, they gave me antibiotics, they gave me an antiviral, all the things. But I will tell you that I feel like it has helped, because I do feel a lot better, like really a lot better than worse, you know. So that's good. That's great. I don't want to feel worse, obviously. My fear was that I was going to start choking on my breath, like that I wouldn't be able to breathe or something, but so far I think the medications are really taking care of me, so I'm very grateful. And I feel lucky because I know that there's so many people that lost their lives and they didn't have this opportunity of taking medication. And I just lost my uncle. And you know, I know that when people talk about their aunts and uncles, it doesn't sound like, I mean, it's sad, right? You think, oh, but you don't think the people are that close. And you know, that man has been in my life since I can remember, since I was a kid. So to me, it was a very hard blow, even though I didn't see him that often because I didn't go to Brian that often. And, but he was always a strong figure in my life. So I miss him when I think about him, and it makes me sad. So, you know, I've also lost my grandma and I've lost my dog. Like, I've just had a lot of loss over the past 2 years, and it feels like they're one after the other. So I lost one of my dogs that we rescued that we loved so much. He was the sweetest boy, the sweetest boy. And that in itself was heartbreaking. Then I lost my grandmother. Then I lost my baby girl that I had for 14 years. And she was the hardest blow for me because she'd been with me through so much. She was my rock, and you know, she's gone. So I try not to think about her too much because it hurts really bad. But okay, pardon me one quick second. I have to take a sip because the medication is really bad in my mouth right now. And just 1 second, please. I was gonna just like chew on like a candy or something, but I didn't want to have that obnoxious sound of like, you know, your mouth working basically, and I don't want to make that an unpleasant experience when you're trying to enjoy a video and just relax. So, okay, I will power through the rest of this taste in my mouth for you guys, so don't worry. Let's see, so I've got my usual things here. We're gonna use these and this for my food. And I'm trying to see where are the, typically I have like a, does this one not come with it? I guess I can use one of these. I was looking for like a, one of these guys. So, you know, cause like I like to put my meal sticker right there that I made. Shall I? I'll just use one of these skinny ones. Right. And, well, I was gonna use, sorry, I'm all over the place. I literally, my brain doesn't want to work that great. I'm pretty tired. Let's do this glitter. Wait, no, not the glitter. Let's do this blue one. So anyways, I don't want to keep talking about depressing stuff. I'm sick, but I hopefully will be better. I know my husband is shall we say, not feeling the best, and he gets cranky and he gets a little bit impatient, kind of like kids get when they're sick. So I mean, it's a little harder for me because I feel like, okay, I'm sick too, so relax please. But you know, I mean, I guess guys are just not used to being sick and they don't know how to navigate those situations very well. So that's kind of where we're at with that. But I think he's doing a lot better too, honestly. He's just, he doesn't want to be sick, poor guy. I mean, who does, right? All right, so I think I'm going to use this color. We'll do this one for my workouts. And this one will be my vitamins. Let's just do that. So I know my plan with me's are really just me setting up the week so that I can fill it in as I go. And I know a lot of people actually, when you want to see a plan with me, you'd like to watch people literally plan, like put in the stickers and stuff like that, but I don't think I would be that exciting to watch. That's why I don't do it. But maybe in the future I might, just to see if y'all enjoy it. But I don't know. I think I prefer just showing you guys how I set it up, just because I think that the outcome is kind of satisfying for some of you guys. And you know, that way you guys can just enjoy the flip through after and be like, oh yeah, that's how that came out. Normally, you know, I would put another one right here, but I think I'm just gonna leave my not straight line. But you know, I might change my mind, we'll see. I put this one up here. Let's just see. All right. I told you I'd change my mind. Okay, so then let's do the bottom washi so we can figure out what we decided for the top, because I don't think I'm gonna do white. I think I'm gonna do this color. Just do it now, right? Let's just do the color. What are we waiting on? Let's do do this. I think this time I'm going to flip it around. Just so we can see. Where we're going to put it. So, yeah, that's what we got going on. I also have a few little projects maybe in the works, and I'll be really excited to tell you guys about it if they come through, hopefully, so that we can enjoy more stickers and fun things to come. I know I'm just a little baby channel, and I just started this, and I don't really know, and I don't expect much growth, you know. I'm just hoping that those of you who like to watch my videos enjoy it, and it's something to help inspire you or just relax you. But it would be exciting if some of these things come through, because we all can benefit and enjoy. So we will see. I don't want to jinx anything by saying too much, because I truly believe that that can happen. But I'm hoping. So we will see, and I definitely will tell you guys first and foremost, of course, share everything with you so we can all have some fun. Okay, this is my last one of these guys right here. Normally when I film, my husband's not home, but you know, since he's sick, he is home, but he went to the room so that I could film for you guys. I was like, hey, I'm feeling kind of okay. Can I go film and you be in here and don't make any noise so my friends don't get upset while they're watching videos? And he was like, oh, of course. So he went in there. But I think partly because he didn't feel well anyway. So it was like, oh, yes, an excuse to come lay down, which if he doesn't need one, he can go lay down anytime he wants. Okay, I'm going to put the weekend banner up here because you guys know how much I love it. I always forget to check that you guys are in frame, so I'm sorry if that's annoying. Isn't that so cute? I always love how the weekend banner looks. It just adds that little extra oomph. I don't know. It's pretty. Okay, so I pulled out these washi because this washi is what came with this kit. And I was gonna just use the washi that came with this kit, but I didn't know if I wanted to change it up and add this with it. But I think I'm gonna actually just go with this because it's so beautiful, and I can actually use these in my journaling dailies, you know, like where I write my lists and stuff, and I'll film those for y'all if y'all want to watch. But I'll use them there, I think. But I thought I'd have them on hand so I wouldn't have to get up like I usually do, and I still did anyway because I'm like, I need a drink. But don't we all? I'm just kidding, I don't actually drink, but I just thought it'd be funny to say that. Okay, so I'm a little torn this time for real because I kind of want to use this blue because it's got the turtle, and you guys know I love the turtle, even though you can't tell it's the turtle, but I know it's the turtle because look, it's the turtle. So I kind of want to use that, but then I feel like the string lights are cute, you know, and it would bring in some of the khaki. So I'm torn. I don't know what to do, and I wish you guys could talk so y'all could help, but I don't know. What stickers do I have left over? Because that could help me choose for the next setup, right? I have a lot of stickers actually, way too many. But for those, would it be best to do khaki? I think so, because there's a lot of blue. So I think this time around I'll do the blue. Yeah. No, wait. There's only 2 blue. Let's do the string of lights. If I stay here all day, we will never make up our minds. So let's just do the string of lights. Sometimes the stickers don't cut properly And I don't gripe about it because I've cut stickers before, and I know sometimes, you know, it's just one of those things. But her stickers are really beautiful, so it's kind of okay. All right, so I mean, I guess technically I could just use this ruler. Let's see. So anyway, the Fiesta event was the most fun one I have gone to, hands down, from the past events. And they were all fun in their own way, but this one was definitely the most fun. It was laid back. We stayed up till like 2:30 in the morning talking and just joking around. We did have a weird, creepy incident though. My friend Stacy was sitting with us at the table, and some creepy guy, like, we were all talking and laughing. I met some really great ladies. And I mean, we were just, I mean, I think it was, the jokes were mostly at my expense, but I'm okay with it. But we were totally laughing and just, you know, acting silly. And Stacy's like, you guys, like, and we're like, what? And she's like, look at that guy in the door. And it was this Caucasian male with a shaved head, and he had like a wife beater on, you know, like a tank top, if y'all don't know what a wife beater is, and tattoos and stuff, which that doesn't mean anything, but I'm just describing what it looked like. And he had baggy pants and a freaking, like, I don't know if that was a kitchen knife or what. It was a huge knife in his you know, in his, like, I don't know if it was like a holster or what, but we were like, what the heck? And one of the ladies was pretty fierce. Loved that about her. She was just like adorable. You just, I don't know, you want her in your corner. She was cool people. She was like, what? I will go over there and I will she was just basically like, I will take care of this. But I was like, oh my god, where are the exits? We need to know where all the exits are, because what is he doing? Like, the man had inched into the room. He'd looked around, because at this point it's, I don't know, 2 in the morning or 1:45 in the morning. Most of the people were already gone. It was just really who was left there was my table, which was let's see, Stacy, me, and Cherie, and so there was like 6 of us left at the table, or 7 of us. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah, 6 of us. Everyone else had left by now, so it was just us 6. And we were all at my table, just, you know, laughing and all that, all the things, and planning, and just, you know. And so, yeah, the man peeks his head in, he's looking around, and, you know, he's just like, anybody over there? Anybody over here? He comes out of the room and starts looking down the hallways, like, almost like, ooh, can anyone see me? I'm over here, I'm fixing to do who knows what. So she gets up, storms over to him, and the doors have those, like, soft closing mechanisms, you know? So she wanted to slam it in his face, but could not. So they basically just made eye contact while the door slowly closed. It was pretty hysterical after she closed it, because at first I was like, oh my god. But we don't know what the heck was up with that guy. What did he want or anything? We have no clue. The good news is someone called the police, and he disappeared. But, plot twist, you guys, the next morning for breakfast, Stacy, my friend, saw him down in the lobby getting breakfast. So she went up to one of the desk clerks and was like, do you guys know what's going on with that dude? Like, and it was, of course, new behind the counter people, clerks. They were new. The people that were there before had already gone home for the day. So they were like, no. And she was like, did y'all know that the police were called? And they were like, no. And she's like, oh my gosh. So she fills them in, and I don't know what else happened with the guy. I think they were like, we'll take care of it, or I don't know. But we were we were told, so we understood that I guess there had been an accident outside the hotel, like in a car. And maybe he'd been part of it or something. But even if that were true, what the heck was he doing with a kitchen knife situation and scoping out hallways? Like, if you had an accident and you're trying to get help, you would need to be towards the front using the phones over there. You don't need to be like, you know, walking down the hallways and going into conference rooms and like scouring or, you know, scouting out like, ooh, who's here? What are they doing? I just found it so odd and creepy. And my husband was upstairs, so I easily would have been like, babe, get down here. Because we have a gun. I mean, we carry the gun for protection just in case anything creepy happens. You know, he's not scared to use a gun. Trust me, I tore the page. I did. Anyway, and you know, I'm really more like, hey, okay. We're okay. We don't need the gun. I make him sound crazier than he is. I promise he's not. But anyway, it was really fun. Aside from me catching corona. But I think it was almost worth it because I had a blast. All right, you guys. So this is what it looks like for this week. I will be filling this in and catching up. I was going to like plan some of it with you. But this video is already 41 minutes long and I don't want to bore y'all. Plus I don't have any of my books out here prepared. But that's what the week looks like. I might come back and film the actual plan with me part so y'all can see me lay stuff down, but I don't know. But anyway, I really hope you enjoyed watching me lay the stickers down. I have quite a bit of stickers still left here, as you can see. And I will see you guys in the next one. So thanks for hanging out with me and subscribe if you want to watch more of my videos. Otherwise, I'll see you next time. Bye.